So we've been digging into a stack of sources today that honestly paints a pretty surprising picture of travel for 2026.
It really does.
We're talking about the naturist beach scene in Portugal. And looking at this guide, the whole conversation has just completely moved on.
Oh, completely. It's not about the old stereotypes at all.
Right. This isn't just about, avoiding tan lines anymore.
Not even close. I mean, the materials we have describe this huge rebranding of the whole idea. It's gone from a kind of fringe thing to this high-end wellness trend.
And they're using these terms. I keep seeing somatic healing and deep privacy.
Exactly. And the sources are even calling it a specific travel movement, Aestethik.
Okay, that word somatic keeps popping up. For anyone listening who might think that's just, marketing fluff, what are they actually getting at?
Well, somatic just refers to the body as distinct from the mind. The philosophy here is what they call earthing.
Earthing.
Yeah, the idea that by removing that barrier, the clothes, you're not just on the beach, you're like physiologically engaging with it.
Yeah.
You're absorbing the high salinity in the air. You're getting that direct vitamin D.
So it's pitched as a kind of physiological reset, not just a lifestyle.
Precisely. But, and this is a big but, looking at the legal side, it's not a free-for-all.
No, you can't just do this anywhere in Portugal.
Absolutely not. That's a huge misconception.
Yeah.
The law is very specific. You have official beaches, and there are only 9 of them, with signs and everything.
Okay.
But then you have this gray area. They're called tolerated zones.
Tolerated sounds a bit precarious. Is that safe?
It kind of relies on tradition. These are spots where it's been happening for decades, so authorities just look the other way.
Right.
But the social contract there is intense.
How so?
The sources all stress one rule above everything else: no photography.
Which makes total sense. If people are there for deep privacy or what the guide calls post-digital burnout, a phone is basically a weapon.
It is. You pull out a phone, you're breaking that silent agreement. You're bringing the gaze back into a space that's meant to be unobserved.
Okay, so let's map this out a bit. If you wanted to try this, where are you actually going? The guide splits it by vibe, right? Starting near Lisbon.
Right. So for the classic experience, you go to Praia do Meco. It's the historic heart of it all. It's huge, official, very social, real bohemian roots from the 70s.
That sounds like the easy entry point.
It is. But then you have the complete opposite, Praia de Ursa.
Yeah, that one sounds like a logistical nightmare. Why would someone choose that over Meco?
For the total isolation. It's called bare rock because these huge sea stacks. And to get there, you have to scramble down a really steep cliff for about 20 minutes.
So,
It just weeds out all the casual tourists. The reward is that you might have this incredible place almost to yourself.
okay, let's head south to the Algarve. Does the water get any warmer?
Oh, significantly warmer. This is where you find Praia do Homem.
Which literally means...
Naked Man Beach. It's on Tavira Island, inside the Rio Formosa Park. The water there can hit 24 degrees Celsius, which is pretty rare for the Atlantic.
But there's a catch, I'm guessing.
There's always a catch. You have to take a ferry and then walk a good distance. There's another barrier to entry.
I also saw Praia do Zevial listed. That one stood out because it sounds like 2 different worlds colliding.
It's a fascinating place. It's this perfect study in coexistence. You've got surfers chasing waves on one end.
And naturists on the other.
Yeah, in this little sheltered area by the cliffs.
Right.
And it works because of that mutual respect.
Okay, practically speaking then. The sources are really clear you shouldn't rely on public transport.
That's critical. I mean, an Uber will get you to the town, maybe. But 90% of these spots, like Praia das Furnas, are down these long dirt tracks. You absolutely need a rental car.
And once you're there, you need the right gear. The Aesthetic kit.
Yes, it's all about functional fashion. You need a windbreak for the Nortada. That's the north wind. It can be relentless.
And the guide specifically mentions Portuguese Fouta towels. Why those?
They're flat-woven cotton. A normal beach towel traps sand and stays wet forever. A Fouta dries almost instantly, which is what you need when you're about to hike back up a cliff.
It's just so interesting that while this is all about back to nature, there's a whole luxury industry popping up.
A huge one. Places like Villapura, Wildview Retreat, they're naturist exclusive resorts catering to people escaping corporate burnout. They're selling the absence of social pressure.
And that seems to be the core takeaway here. It's not really about being naked. It's about unburdening.
That's the word they use. It's about shedding your social armor. You disconnect from all of that to reconnect with yourself.
There's one last detail in the sources that I think is the perfect way to wrap this up. August 12th, 2026.
Ah, yeah. The total solar eclipse. It's going to be visible right across northern Portugal.
Just imagine that for a second. standing on one of these wild Atlantic beaches, completely unburdened, watching the sun literally go dark.
I mean, that's probably the ultimate expression of what this whole movement is trying to capture. Just you and the cosmos.
Definitely something to think about for your 2026 travel plans. That's it for this deep dive. Thanks for listening.